What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the weekly update. Mimicry, thank you so much for starting us off with a raid. Incredible, plus 10 people to the stream. Oh, turn off my light. Appreciate you being here, Mimicry. Everybody who's new to the stream, this is our South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update where we go over the Team Wars from last week. We go over the Team Wars deck choices for this next week, and we also go over the weekly update, which is done by the beautiful people over at Red Link Studios. Appreciate you guys being here. Friar Pop dropping 200 biddies as well. Caffeinated Bean, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs earlier. Dodge This Agent, thank you for the sub. Mimicry, thank you for the sub. Incredible way to start out a stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Friar Pop getting those 2 premium loot boxes headed his way. It is Christmas over here on the Glanzer stream. Welcome everybody to week 47 for the weekly update. Last week, Superheroes, interesting week for sure. Got some good games coming at you. What's up, Dobbs? It's gonna be a good time. Oh, Bacon Snakes coming in, subscribing as well. Everybody's coming in. Glad I was able to bring a nice raid. Dude, glad you stopped by. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, and it's good to see you for sure. But we're gonna start looking at this. The Team Wars results for last week. Free-to-play Whales, 5,651 points. Illuminati this week scored 5,650 points. So if the weekly challenge, or if the 3-week challenge would have started today, Free-to-play Whales would have probably started off with a 1-point lead. But we'll be seeing how the weeks go for the next 3 weeks to see who ends up pulling away those 3. I mean, it's close. It's not impossible for these teams to catch a better run than us. We've had some 5,600 weeks in the last few weeks, but between that, we've had some 55s, some low 55s, mid 55s. So who wants my t-shirt? Friar Pop, I'm just ready to auction off those cards on eBay for like $50 a pop. You're too fat. That's what I was thinking. Like, no t-shirt usually fits me. I need all these V-necks that you see me wearing. What is that? You see it? All these V-necks that you see me wearing, they're all longs. Like, I can't wear normal shirts. But this was actually a really interesting bracket for us. The bracket was actually Free-to-play Whales, Mercenaries, Nambla, Mercenaries, and this team right here that you can't see is actually Mercenaries. So somehow we got all 3 Mercenaries teams. I don't know which ones are actually part of Mercenaries, which ones are just Mercenaries, but I feel like this one's E, and then the third one had an E as a 3 for the E. I don't know if that's actually their sister clans or not, or if it's just random people, but it was a good week. Ran a good run. Nambla only ran 49 because Onis didn't count for some reason. Oh, and Friar Pop subscribing as well. Oh shit, never mind. That's Caffeinated Bean gifting a tier 2 sub to Friar Pop. Incredible, Caffeinated Bean. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Current standings are as is. I understand there was some wheeling and dealing to get the rosters to the top teams set in time for the t-shirt challenge. Yeah, I was just gonna talk about that now. So as you can see, the top, as of right now, it would seem like Free-to-play Whale would be number 1, Illuminati would be number 2, Diartai would be number 3. Straight out the gate, that's not necessarily true because all of these teams could have been winning with a lower score in their bracket. That's typically these 3 teams are probably outscoring every other team. But I know Diartai has had some 54 weeks before. So maybe at times Casa beats one of those 2. Maybe at times Mercenaries or Szechuan Sauce or something could even beat those 2. Maybe not anymore, but used to. So it was possible where Diartai maybe wasn't locked for the 3 spot. And Casa Bonitas wanted to take advantage of that, and we teamed up with Casa. Free-to-play Whales and Nambla teamed up with Casa, and we moved. So this is how it worked. We moved top players from Casa came to Free-to-play Whales to bolster our last 3 or 4 slots. I can't remember exactly how many. I wasn't really involved in this at all, honestly. I was just, if you guys want to go for it, if you guys think you can make it happen, go for it. I'm all down. I like all these people. So, we got Grey God, we got Factness, a few others. Murph is back. And Illuminati made some moves too. They got some people up. They moved some people out. Some people didn't take too kindly to that, as everybody in free-to-play knows very well about that. 6 Samurai top 10 by playing late and farming silver players. Same with Szechuan sauce and TMI 35 probably. But then players from NAMBLA, the top players from NAMBLA went to Casa. So the intention here is to solidify free-to-play's place at number 1, which was threatened by Illuminati. Illuminati could pull a better run than us any week. We've seen that before. And with the intention of knocking Dire Tide off of the 3rd spot. So this is a bit of a community merger between Casa and free-to-play, mostly just to keep Dire Tide from the 3rd place rewards. Little bit of a personal vendetta there between a few people, I think, but game within the game, man. I mean, it's fun. Like, why not create these fun situations for not only us, but for the people who are watching from the outside that might be invested in it, because, you know, they're friends with the people in the teams. They watch people who stream. They maybe they just like the game and they like to see what's going on in the top. I mean, I have other games where I'm nowhere near like top in the game at all, but I pay attention to the top like players because it's fucking cool. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, why do you watch NBA players play? Because it's fucking cool. It's great to see someone who's excelling at whatever you're doing, whether it's a video game. I mean, shit, even if it's like you're a famous writer you really like or something, you know, it's always good to see the top of the game, whether it's a game or not. Illuminati, a bunch of punks! They treated me poorly, glad Glanzer gave me a home. Well, I just, you know, lied and wined and dined you. Pretend to be a better person than I am. Everybody, I think Dano helped more than me. But it's gonna be interesting. I really want to win. Mostly I just want those cards that they're gonna give away. The winners get like a set of 11 cards. I think it's probably all the superhero cards. I just want that, like, more than anything. And even if we lose, I'll more than gladly overpay for them on eBay for all the 250 that are gonna be put on eBay from if Illuminati wins or something. I'll gladly buy them and give them away on stream to you fine folks. Gladly. Do that all day long. Yeah, Dano literally wined and dined. So can you have the t-shirt then? Yeah. We'll work it out. We'll make something happen. Actually, it really depends on what t-shirt it is. They have this one t-shirt that's like slitted with like program stand and shit on it. I think that one's really cool. I'd probably keep that one. But if it's some like, congratulations, year 2 winners, I'd be like, nah, that's kind of lame. Maybe I'll give that away. I'll give it to the first person to donate 1,000, donate 100 subs. Oh, I think we got a winner. Thanks again, Calf. All right, so we're gonna move on. We got a few good games to show you. No draws this time, but I do think that this week is gonna be interesting. I still feel a little slighted about this whole thing. It's like, I mean, look at this. Look at these numbers. That's not like clearly first, second, and third place for you guys. So what my thoughts are, so this puts us at 47, 48, 49, 50. So I wouldn't doubt, now listen to this, I wouldn't doubt this is what happens. We do this 3-week run. They crown the number 1 team the number 1 team. They give them a special box, probably is what they do it. They'll give that team a box. They give that team the rewards and stuff. They get their in-game currency. They'll probably give you a box too. Hey, what's up, Phone God? And I think they'll reset Team Wars. What they're gonna do is they're going to have week 51 and 52, which is gonna be well, if it's 47, 48, 49, so it'd be 50, 51, 52. So those 3 weeks, maybe they'll do no Team Wars, where we take a break from Team Wars, we zero it out. We zero it out, and Nimicry, welcome back. And then we start over on January 1st with week 1. And maybe they alter how gold and stuff works. I think right now, if you were to restart completely and start playing from scratch, I think the brackets would look quite a bit different. I think some teams wouldn't necessarily climb up to silver and be in silver. I think some teams wouldn't necessarily climb up because the matchmaking would deter that. But the problem is that even with this current matchmaking, the problem really is how many crowns you get. You can get 4th place, and if you have a team of 50 people, it's really difficult to lose crowns. If you have 50 people, you lose 25 points, maybe even 50. Or no, I can't remember what it is in gold, but you lose 25 points, I think, for 4th place, going up to gold. So as long as you're getting 50 people getting 50 points, you're not gonna lose caps, which means that unless you're getting a string of 5th places, which is very, very unlikely for any team, unless you're getting a string of 5th places, you're gonna go up in crowns, which means you're going to eventually be bronze. Namblos probably shouldn't even be a silver team sometimes, I think, but it's easy for us to get there. Definitely not a gold team, but we'll be there. Namblos will be in gold eventually because not 1 week since the beginning of Team Wars has Namblos lost points. Not one time. So it's a really bad model because gold should be exclusive to people who deserve to get there. And as of right now, anybody who has a team that has just consistently played together for 45 weeks, they're in gold. You see teams like the Kenny crew getting into gold and stuff like that. And I mean, good for them. More power to them, more rewards, everything. But as far as the overall list of the game, it's not good to have them match up with us. For them to come in and then potentially match up with people on this list is tough. It's tough. The top 50 leaderboard, yeah, I know, but it's like, but we still match up indiscriminately, you know. If there was some sort of way to match up better, you know, then totally, like, have as many people in gold as you want. It doesn't matter. But when the number 1 team could match with the number 250 team, whatever it is. I mean, I don't know. I know the rewards at 4th are better than the rewards at 1st, I think. So it's better to be in gold no matter what place you're getting, but I don't know. It just seems like they could redo it and they could do it better, and it'd be a whole different list in this top 10, I think. Obviously, you know, the top teams would stay there. Obviously, Free to Play, Illuminati, Dire, they'd probably still continue up in the ranks, but to say my 1st place packs super suck. Yeah, I don't necessarily. I mean, I got on my packs this week, my 4th place bronze, or my 4th place silver tier was the only legend I got. 1st place gold, no legend. 2nd place or 3rd place bronze, no legend. So yeah, it really doesn't matter, I don't think. I don't think it matters. I mean, it does matter, I guess, but like, it can't be that much. It's the difference between like maybe 30% and 40%, something like that. I don't know. They tried to make matchmaking kind of like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not matchmaking necessarily with your rank, like the team's rank, because you can't necessarily D-rank. I mean, you could D-rank the team, but what would the point of that be, really? Like, you'd want to be up. You could D-rank to the bottom of gold and then fight in the bottom of gold, I guess, and just like purposely throw some leagues, I guess. But I mean, if it matched where like it tried to match you with 2, 3, 4, then it tries to match you with 5, 6, 7, then it tries to match you with 8, 9, 10, then it tries to match you with 10, 11, 12. If it tried to do that instead of like your arena rank or something like that, because, you know, that matters more probably what team you're on, like what your caps are getting and stuff. Because clearly the top 3 teams are probably gonna have the best. Top 3 teams are gonna have the best decks as far as total caps and stuff goes, so of course they're gonna have an advantage against everybody else, so you'd always want to try to match them together. I don't know, it's not a perfect setup. It's potato wars, luck of the draw, hopefully you don't catch a big one, but I mean, they definitely need more leagues, I think, or make the barrier for entry a little bit harder, however they're gonna do that. Yeah, Phone God's right, you can't stop D-ranking. The only thing that you can really do is, I mean, you can stop like really bad, like a level 25 new kid at rank 2000 or some shit like that. Like, you can clearly stop that, but for someone who's got cards that a bad player could easily be at 7,000 or something, if they're just a bad player, but they're just not bad players, so they're winning. I mean, how are you gonna make someone play the game? That might have been that person's only game that day, and you just happen to match up against them, and they just haven't climbed up at all, because when they match someone 200 lower than them, and they only get 5 points. So you don't always want your games to be try hard sweaty either. Yeah, exactly. I liked it when you could really match up poorly, because it's like every time that happens to me, that other person's, it's happening to them in the opposite direction. And if the whole community understood bar trading, if you get a bad matchup, trade 2 bars, say good game, 30 seconds later, you're both on to the next game. But I don't know. The floor must be 500 points. The floor is decided based on your current highest rank and your last season's highest rank. So it does keep in last season into account. So if you like shoot up real quick because of an event or something, it's not going to completely screw you up, but it wouldn't be great for you. That's what I'm thinking, Dobbs. It would be a pretty nice thing to have a break. We wouldn't have to do Team Wars. I'd get my battle tokens today. Bit lazy for today. You just got a cold. Damn, Mex, you're just sick all the time. I miss matching people in my ranking. Made TBT much enjoyable. Yeah, it was definitely like, I mean, the most fun I've ever had in Team Wars was the 2 weeks where it was just Illuminati and free to play. Like, that shit was intense. And then the first couple weeks when there was just 5 teams in it, that was pretty sweet. But then when you could match up based on your rank, like, that was cool for me. But then I also had a level 5 Bebe against a level 7 Bebe, because I was like top 220, top 200, top 100, whatever I was at that point. And there's just, I could only match up against that person. But then we also had the issue where there were people waiting for 40 minutes for a match because nobody in their rank would play. And if you open it up to like, okay, if there's nobody to play, you drop down, then everybody's just gonna try to get to the point where it will drop them down, whether that's to wait till Sunday or whatever it might be. You could send other people out to, I don't know, but yeah, for sure, Dobbs. As far as the competitiveness of the game, I'm sure like top 25 back when they were fighting for top 25 and every season got you a different exclusive outfit reward, so everybody really wanted to be in that top 25 to get that. I bet you the people playing at like 26, 27, getting to top 25, I bet you that group of people was having a blast. I bet you that was great. Like the competitiveness of trying to get into top 25, people trying to play when you're playing just to fuck you up, like that shit would be cool too. But yeah, those are definitely the early times. And then, inevitably you find out, oh, it's matching me based on my rank. Oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna D-rank. And that might be circumvented a little bit now because of the caps stuff, but even then, like having one person get a 30 and get 114 points when they could get 34 and get 0 points. I mean, of course you would go with less caps and just get the points. Like, of course you would. Why wouldn't you? So then that let a lot of teams that had a bunch of lower people that shouldn't have been in silver or shouldn't have been in a gold team that just don't belong there, it let them be able to compete in a team because they could play at their rank and they might be able to catch people who don't have level 5 legends or something. So it really skewed what the teams looked like. And I said one time, like, the top 50 silver team is going to be so different after they removed that, because there's going to be teams where their potatoes can't win games anymore, and instead of throwing out 5,000 points, they're going to be throwing up 2,000 points. And that was pretty much spot on, because when you looked at the top 50 silver back then to the top 50 teams right now in gold, they're the only same teams like the top 10. But let's start watching these games. We're already 30 minutes in and we've just been talking, but pretty excited. Casa, welcome into the family. I don't know what's gonna happen in 3 weeks, but always been friendly with Roman and Phone God and Gray God and all the Casa people, so it's gonna be a good time. So let's get started on these videos. I gotta switch this over here. All right, we got VLC pulled up. So let's start with Moody this week. So I'm gonna try to call these as good as I can, and then I'll look at chat, and then I'll catch up to chat. Now it's hit 8.5 as fast as you can and not give a shit after. See, I'm the opposite. I'm wait until the last 2 days and then catch easy wins off people who have 8,600 elo and don't fucking belong there, and then get 8,500 without worrying about it at all. Because right now it's probably a battle to get to 8,500 because there's not a lot of elo out there, man. I'll let Shane lose at 8,500 for a couple weeks. All right, let's start with Moody. Moody number 1. Gotta make sure it's popping up. It's a lag there for some reason. Okay, we can move this slightly. Boom. All right, Moody Fuckethead coming in against the Mexican Joker himself. Looks like the Chinese Joker, in fact. What's up, Bert? How you doing, buddy? All right, we're gonna start with Grand Wizard. We're gonna see if he's got that transmog ready. It's actually not a terrible play. You lose the 1 energy, but you do have 1 energy less than them, so technically they have to push into you for 3.5 seconds. But he doesn't have the removal, so we can slow play it here. I don't think we have to worry about the removal unless he's gonna remove us right when we play the card. Some people like to wait till you play a card to do the removal because then you've committed, like, oh, my Randy's gonna be protected, but then all of a sudden you don't have anyone protecting him. Interesting getting the Timmy with that Robin Tweak. I'm just gonna transmog him. It pretty much does make that Robin Tweak's 4 cost worthless and does give me the advantage here. We got a trap hiding. We got Princess Kenny coming back. Probably didn't need to do the Princess Kenny, but it does save our stand, and our stand does get the Tool Shed onto New Kid for the extra bonus damage. Fat Seb, what's up? If you didn't know that, right now a Tool Shed can actually hit directly on New Kid. If you're right by New Kid, you use the ability, it will go on top of him instead of landing and sliding like it used to. You can actually get the bonus damage onto New Kid. So that helped me take that bar. I think I had that bar regardless, but that was definitely beneficial. So wait till 10 and reset. Stand's a good one to start. You never want to lead Mosquito because then your swarm gets disconnected from Mosquito. Then all they have to do is lay a range card and your Mosquito swarm is fucked. So you always want to play Mosquito with some help. We're slow playing it a little bit more here, trying to get that Grand Wizard Cartman as close as we can. Mosquito now might not be the greatest choice, but if we could Call Girl here and grab Mosquito, maybe that would work. We're just trying to slow play here. Probably put Call Girl out. Do it. Put Call Girl out. Put Call Girl out. Nah. We get the transmog out. We get the swarm out. There's no range to fuck with the swarm. The swarm's gonna eat up Tool Shed. Oh, but the Tool Shed blast does get off. Doesn't kill the Mosquito though, or the Timmy though. And we got Mosquito coming back. -34 because he killed Princess. Not gonna be able to help with the rats, but now it's gone. Ooh, who's he gonna target? Oh, he's not attacking. He is attacking the swarm, but can we stop him? Yes, we can. The swarm's gonna be attacking him in the midair. Mosquito getting healed to full right before the end, and the Randy dying from the swarm alone. Let's put some Fat Boy out here just to get the energy down because we were sitting at 10. He's gonna get knocked back. We should have played him a little bit earlier. We do have a good thing here. We got everybody. Oh, the Cock Magic coming out, only level 3. That's why Cock Magic is never a good choice. You have to spend too many caps to get it leveled up. And we took out Joker with our level 2 Grand Wizard Cartman. Way to go, Moody Buckethead. Hello, Seb. What's up, historically inaccurate? Historically. I'm happy to have hit AK early so that I don't need to care about rank. We're trying to see how many farts we can get by saying good game afterwards. That's 1. All right, Moody number 2. Opal Commander. Moody's new in-game name, Moody Fuckethead. I love it too. All right, so we got Grand Wizard Cartman against Grand Wizard. We don't have transmog, neither does he, it seems. He does use his ability. He understands. He understands. So we're waiting on gold. I'm thinking program or Tool Shed. I just call him program. That was pretty good to see. Stan was more of a commitment, and I didn't like the Stan. Stan the Great, I mean. He's not great unless there's already cards out there, you know. But we're gonna see what happens with Call Girl. Call Girl gets him out, doesn't freeze the DKC though. That would have been incredible if the DKC would have gotten frozen and dealt with before it mattered. I don't want to play Mosquito until the blast is out, so we're gonna play Stan instead. We want to wait for that blast. The blast is out, then we put him out. We're gonna try to deal with the Randy. Hopefully Randy attacks Mosquito, not the Swarm. He does. We're in pretty good shape now. Mosquito is gonna eat up the defense. Hermes is gonna run through, almost double tap there. The Swarm does incredible damage if you're not ready for it. We have a level 2 coming through. We're gonna get 3 here, or 2 only. Oh, and the Call Girl gets changed, but Mosquito gets protected by the blast. Even the Swarm did. The Swarm is still alive as well. Who are we gonna put out? We got the shield. Mosquito might be able to survive. I should have transmogged him. I should have done it. The Mosquito might have gotten there and started healing the Swarm. Or healing, the Swarm might have gotten there and healed the Mosquito. Grand Wizard Cartman was MVP. Kuhn, we had Kuhn in Nam Blues, I think, and he actually worked out pretty well, I think, but I didn't like Kuhn as a choice. He's just such a dog shit card. Should be a sexy week for Nam Blues with all the adventure neutral options. You'd think that, but like, it's not like we get more caps or something, so we can really only choose 2 or 3 cards to upgrade, but or 3 or 4 probably, but yeah, I'm gonna have to think about what cards we're gonna upgrade this week for sure. But it should be good. So Moody just clearing it out here, using those cocks. Can't stop it. All right, Moody number 3 coming at ya. Minute and 40 seconds this one. I don't know if these are in the right order, so if my 4th game is a loss ever, it's because I don't label them correctly. We should upgrade Swordsman in my opinion. I agree. Swordsman, maybe any just don't upgrade anybody who could die to Aerostorm pretty much. Grand Wizard to slow play. We got the Mysterion coming at us. That's interesting. Level 1 Mysterion, is it gonna matter? I'm pretty sure Moody drops a game. I can't imagine this being the game I drop. Use it when the Swarm gets close. I should have used that a long time ago. I know I waited so long. We got the rats on the stand. Oh, the Robin Tweak played. Oh, we got a super cock. Unfortunately, gets a Robin Tweak and immediately loses it. The cocks get through. Looks like Mysterion's gonna die to the level 3 that I upgraded just for Team Wars. Modi had a couple upgrades he could get, so I did them. Even if it's just getting a level 3 epic, it can really change the game for this account. I should have used that earlier to try to get the blast in. I think he's gonna die. Yeah, should have used it. Might have gotten past that. But I should pretty much one-shot him. We got Call Girl bringing out Timmy. And pretty easy one. He was ranked 3,800, so soon it will be pizza time. Nice. Nice. So pretty simple win there for Moody. And I do believe this is the loss. This is the Moody loss. So I must have labeled them wrong. They're not wrong, just not in the right order. Spoiler alert, Moody loses. First loss I've taken in Team Wars in like 3 weeks though. On any account. It's gotten way better with Nam Blue since we went to Bronze. It's tough to win with that account. Alright, so we got Grand Wizard Cartman leading. His Grand Wizard Cartman comes out. We don't have our transmog. What are we gonna do? Slow play it a little bit, see what he does. He slow plays his a little bit. I drop it down. He already used his ability, so he's not gonna just get smacked back. So we got a chance here. Ooh, we do get that hit, which means we do have a chance of Grand Wizard Cartman killing him. Yeah, no damage there. Beautiful. We lead Stan. That's good. We could stop the rats from doing any damage after they get laid. Let's play Call Girl. What are we doing? Call Girl, what? Tool Shed? So I guess what happened there was that I couldn't play Tool Shed because of Stan, and I'll be honest, I thought that when I played Call Girl I was gonna cycle to another superhero. I was almost sure that I had Mosquito was the next card, Like the odds of Mosquito being the next card were pretty big. Like there he is right there. So he was 2 cards deep. And it just, she didn't play a card, and she was up front, so she didn't get somebody to tank her. And I had played Timmy behind because I didn't want her to play Timmy in front. So I mean, you can't really do anything after losing 6 energy like that. No, I would have had to have been hovering Timmy and let him go like immediately when, like, you have to go call girl and then boom, play it. It has to be like immediate. But I didn't know that it just wouldn't. I was actually trying to see if it would maybe play Toolshed and I could have 2 stands out. I don't think that would be the worst thing ever. I don't think that's breaking the game. Let me have 2 stands. But we do almost get, but look at that. Look at that. So close. Randy needed 1 more hit, but the stand, was it? Or is that, I can't tell what swarm that is. Is there a swarm? Was there a good and bad swarm? Whose 4 is that? Whose 4's bar is that? Is that Mosquito's, my Mosquito swarm? Okay, it was. I was so confused there. I was like, whose fucking swarm is whose here? So our swarms are just on top of each other. And his swarm wasn't attacking Randy there, and so it was Toolshed that actually killed Randy. So if he wouldn't have noticed that and played that and killed the Randy, we would have taken that bar. And I mean, like, if you can see the push that I have here, I'm in pretty good shape, but I just couldn't get close. I couldn't get close enough with Grand Wizard Cartman for that. I should have waited on it. Like, I really should have waited on it. Because, like, right now I could have used it and I could have gotten it. But I don't think I would have gotten there. Like, I don't think I could have. I think the assassins would have killed me. He would have had no attack. The rats probably would have died to New Kid. So I don't think Cartman would have been able to move forward if I wouldn't have used it. But I mean, I wasn't expecting him to transmog it there. Like, he saved the game there. And I tried to get a target out, but them damn 2-cost cards, dude. And look at Randy here. Attacks Timmy! Are you kidding? I don't know about you guys, but if I'm looking at this fucking battlefield, I'm fucking hyped because I'm thinking Randy was gonna hit New Kid. I was like, I got it. Randy's gonna hit New Kid right here. There's no way he targets Timmy. Timmy's above him and back a little bit. There's no way. But Randy decides to attack Timmy. But even so, Randy's below New Kid. So as far as distance goes, Timmy's fucking further away. Cause like the straight line here is to New Kid. New Kid's target would be right here. Right? His little target reticle is right here. There's no way that this line is shorter than fucking this line. There's no way. Probably Timmy's fat fucking little wheelchair makes his little wheel right here extend out this far and makes it a little bit closer. But man, like that shouldn't. Randy should target the fucking New Kid there. Should have hit New Kid with the Chomper. I wish. I was trying, dude. That's honestly what I was trying to do. That's why I didn't play it right here. I should have played it immediately right there. So I didn't play it. I was like hoping somehow I was gonna get it off. But Moody still got the... It did protect Randy there. If I would have... I mean, I probably could have done this. Where's the Grand Wizard? If I would have waited... He plays that. I mean, he pushes me back with that, though. So I know right away he's not fucking stupid. He knows to fucking keep me away from New Kid. So his next card that he played somehow was Stand, though. So I think he was worried that the rats were gonna get through and hit New Kid, which wasn't a bad thought. But if he would have played his stand right here, it would have still kept the rats away from my New Kid, and it would have pushed him back further. So I guess I gave him a little bit too much credit, because right there, maybe the rats would have dealt. But I feel like, if you watch, this is what kills Paladin. So one of the rats has 0 attack. I don't know which one. That one has 0 attack. That rat is already dead to New Kid. And that blast was gonna hit regardless. Like, New Kid was gonna start attacking them regardless, because they were always gonna move up to here. Even if I didn't use the blast, Paladin would have been right here. They still would have started getting hit. And his rats would have came out too, which would have stopped my rats. Yeah, I probably should have waited. I really thought that I could have gotten the second one off. And I thought that if he did transmog it, I'd be able to counter, but him surviving with no attack there, or no health there, him being able to drop the gnomes. The gnomes are really what got me. That 2 cost, man. And this, man, I really thought, like, look at where I played him to start. Look at where I played him to start. And then he moved upward. He moved this way. And he's still moving that way. Why are you going upward a little bit, Randy? Why are you doing that to me? If you would have went straight from where I played you, you might have gotten an angle at the New Kid. Poor guy. Poor Moody. Poor Moody. What's up, Roman? Did I hit New Kid with the chomper? Dude, I was trying so hard. But I misplayed early on that one, so you probably shouldn't have had those bars to begin with. If you're gonna lose, it's gonna be with Moody, right? Huevos Grande. 1976. All right, the only card we have leveled is Nathan, level 6, and Rats. Max level 6 for both of them though, because they're both level 7. So this is what I was talking about. It's dumb to play him like that, even with Kuhn, because the swarm's gonna get out front, and I could have waited a little bit on that. The swarm's gonna get out front, and they're gonna get separated, and now he doesn't get a heal. Not in a great spot here. I probably should have put the swarm down. But we'll see what we can do here. Oh man, we're in trouble now, boys. Oh, but we got the Mysterion killed. Wait, how did we kill Mysterion? Oh, I used the Chomper. I didn't even see that. Chomper kills Mysterion. Incredible. And playing Mysterion, that's a huge play here too. Playing the Chomper makes New Kid, because I waited for the swarm to be in front of Kuhn, New Kid retargeted. I guess he retargeted to Mysterion, but New Kid retargeted after Mysterion died to the swarm, which allowed the swarm to die instead of getting 3-4 shots off before Nathan would have been able to hit him. That was pretty good. You should come to Namblues, kick some ass with the rats. All right, that was a pretty lucky hit there, that Chomper hit Mosquito and not the Nathan. Nathan barely gets knocked back because of the group there. Super Fart just not doing its job at all. Is the Mosquito gonna get healed? Nope. Oh, but we do kill the Mysterion with the Nathan Blast. Incredible work. Incredible work. Now we gotta stop this Choir Boy. That's not Choir Boy, that's Professor. Now we put our Professor Chaos. Probably don't need to. Yeah, there you go. Drop that Kuhn. Boom! Look at that. Kuhn doesn't even one-shot. I'm pathetic. If I don't get mecha, I need to take advantage of the deal. Yeah. Alright, so we stop him from doing damage. See if we can get to him in time. The level 2 versus the level 3. Oh, murdered immediately by the Diabetes Boy. This is a tough push for us to defend. What are we gonna do? We're gonna try to slow play it. We might. Oh, we get the perfect Chomper there though. Lucky Chomper. Princess Kenny's our only hope here. Maybe we can stop him. We gotta pull up the... I didn't want to use it because it was a waste. Because we would have hit Randy, and Randy gets killed by the blast. So now we're playing on defense, but we got a little bit of a nice setup here. He's gonna survive. So we don't have to worry about that. We got the Mysterion coming at us. Call Girl with the Professor coming out. Oh no, he misplayed. He had me beat, but does the misplay of the Call Girl survive the game? Ooh, the Super Fart actually playing really well, disjointing the Mosquito from its swarm, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to take advantage. Can we get Tool Shed out? No, we get Professor out. I swear to God, Professor gets pulled out by everybody, but it works out for us. We protect the Call Girl from getting killed by the Tool Shed. We put Coon out because we got a few people to stack them up. Plus 38, is it gonna matter against the swarm? Oh, he pushes us back, which fucks him up and actually gets us a chance to take the swarm out. We got the Nathan that's gonna survive with that level 6 health. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but can we stop the Mysterion is getting hit by Nathan? We got to put something to defend Nathan a little bit. Him surviving is a key point to our victory here. 40 seconds to push. Will Nathan be able to do it? Does amazingly Randy die? That's a big question. Oh, the Timmy stops him from getting the rats out, from the cocks out, the rats, the Super Fart, destroying half of our caps in the rats there. Oh, and the shield's gonna come right on Mysterion right at the right time. Is Nathan gonna be able to defend? Yes! Toolshed gets pulled in. Oh my God, we got Swarm versus Swarm, but ours has a... Oh, and Nathan finally gets hit. Is Call Girl be able to stop it? Call Girl pulls the Coon. No, he pulls the Professor Chaos like always. The stoppage. Oh, is the Mysterion gonna kill? No, Chaos is just a murderer, and Glanzer and TTV pulls off the draw with the Adventure Lock. That Super Fart really fucked over my deck when half of my caps are in rats, for God's sakes. Jesus. All right, that was only Adventure Lock number 1. We got a long way to go, boys. All right, Adventure Lock number 2. Always a tough game. Still got 3 wins, but it's rough for Adventure Lock. Yeah, dude, it was for sure. All your opponents had whaled superheroes. Nathan and rats were not useful enough this week. Yeah, I mean, they were for my games. It's just too easy to kill rats with fucking Super Fart as that option, or Professor Chaos's Blast as an option, or even just Mosquito as an option. Like, Skeeter tears up rats. All right, we put that out. The Transmog. Oh, the counter, and we get the rats out to start fucking shit up. Oh, look at the rats destroy everything. And the New Kid destroyed the swarm. One rat gonna take 3 shots from New Kid, gets the Professor Chaos in range. Doesn't one-shot him. Unfortunately, the level 2 epics do get outclassed by the level 4 commons. Thanks for stopping by, Pegs. Enjoy dinner. We should have waited for that. We might have gotten close enough, but I figured New Kid was gonna kill us. Lay him on the same line as the trap, so if he plays somebody to counter just like that, they're gonna get hit by the trap. 1000 IQ play there. Oh, and look at that, to counter again. He's gonna get by the trap. No. Oh, he did get hit, but we do Coon in. Call Girl in the Coon. Incredible value there because the guy wasn't very smart. We got to make sure that Nathan stays smart. Bad play there. Double shots, though. That was pretty awesome. But the Coon survives. Level 2, surviving 2 chompers. Oh, we're gonna be Swarm on Swarm, but Nathan is not a good thing to play Swarm into, and the guy gets knocked out by that 38 damage. Is my Swarm still alive? No, my Swarm died from this Swarm. That's too bad. I had somebody mind control Swarm in a game the other day. It was pretty funny. Probably don't need to do anything. Just make sure he doesn't have any attack with the Stand the Great. We got the rats coming in, playing a little bit aggressive here. What's he gonna do to stop it? Oh, the Timmy's not gonna do it. The rats just eat up, and Nathan's gonna die here. We did actually use a lot of energy there, and a lot of our important energy too, but hopefully this shield works out. Dr. Timmy's gonna be able to stop anything defending. Oh, Princess Kenny just doesn't make it. Just doesn't make it. We do get the damage on New Kid though. Timmy is gonna keep doing work. Can we pause and have Timmy keep going? Oh, the knockback makes Timmy retarget, which is great. It actually lets us maybe kill the Stan the Great, and Timmy will survive. Toolshed will put it down. Can we stop it? Oh, he didn't play it in the right spot. It doesn't even get the Timmy. The Timmy's going to be able to survive. The Timmy will get hit now when he moves slightly forward, but he didn't change. He didn't have to. His range is just out, and he's hitting New Kid. Oh, and the Timmy finally dies. Can we push through for that last 5 damage in that last extra point? Let's see. The rats are gonna eat through that level 2. We got 14 seconds. One more hit, and we were able to do it. 2000 playing well against the Adventure Lock. All right, that's number 2. Adventure Lock number 3 coming at you. We got 1 win and 1 draw underneath our belt. Adventure Lock 3, excuse me. All right, what do we got, boys? Let's see it. Let's make it happen. We got retro level from Mexico City. This isn't the guy. Wait, is this the guy I just played? No, that was this guy, right? Yeah, that was Archer. Okay. They were both ranked 2K, so I was like, wait a second, I just played a 2K. Excuse me. Man, those tough matchups. Yeah, I gotta admit, my Adventure Lock has been getting pretty lucky with some 2K matchups, but I mean, you saw it. It's not exactly still an easy thing to do, win with base cards. We'll see how this one plays out. Got a decent start. Probably lead with Stan the Great. See what he can do. I don't like playing the assassins on this because you can really outplay people with assassins. You know, by placing them well if stuff gets on your side. Peace out, Shadow. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get a good night's sleep. This guy doesn't even play. Doesn't even play card. Do you think he's gonna play a card after we lose a bar? He's D-ranking, yeah. Now look, Timmy's fucking stuck, so I'm thinking, oh god, I'm gonna get a loss, and then he's back. So this is what I think happened. I think, now that was a great call, girl, by the way, getting the Mysterion. I think that his deck or whatever, or his game, he wasn't in game. I think he was like looking at his text messages or some shit, maybe leaving a scathing comment on Facebook, and I think that's what happened. Look at this the 2 spot. Who's gonna survive? Who's gonna survive? Kill before they die. Get out of the way. Oh, look at that heal. Look at the Coon though, not doing shit. Yeah, the Mosquito survives, which is awesome. Coon can eat it. We do get the Amazingly Randy out of there. Get the bar. Yes, we got it. No, we didn't. It wasn't much damage as I thought. We're gonna just let the Timmy die. No, we're gonna save him. We're gonna save the Timmy. Oh, the shield comes through. Oh, we didn't save the Timmy. Little bit of lag there. Never hurt anybody. Well, I mean, I only have 2 cards leveled. But yeah, it's definitely tough. Like, I mean, how many games could he possibly have under his belt? Unless he's alt account as well, which sometimes I do think I'm matching against alt accounts because they clearly know how to play more than a level 14 or level 12 or level fucking 2K rank would. Not terrible call girl plays, but I want the Professor Chaos to come out this time. Like, I want it, which is funny because that like never happens. And I get the Coon, which is too bad. But luckily I was floating. So now we stop mine, and then we get the buffs on the Coon. Now if we get Nathan starting attacking deep, look at how bad Coon is. God, I hate him. But the rats come in, clean everything up. The swarm is disjointed. Oh, Leanne's gonna get eaten by the rats. Look at that, boom, boom, boom. The rat's gonna turn into cocks. Yes, give me that cock. The swarm survives, actually. That's incredible. Oh, the swarm's gonna get fucked up by Nathan. Oh, they're trying to stop the Nathan, but can we get to this bar? No, we can't because of the super fart. Super fart stopping points since 1994. Too bad. Adventure Lock number 4. I think we got 113 or 100 or something. Adventure Lock number 4 coming at you. Then we got the main account battles. Give me the cock! Glanz 2020. Glanz for president. Cock for everybody. Man, I swear to God, dude, it's Professor Timmy every time. All right, see, he played Mosquito right into 2 range cards. Like, what is that gonna do, man? What is that gonna do? Now keep looking at Call Girl here. Look how fast Call Girl attacks. Boom, boom. Now imagine that's 60. Imagine that's 70. Imagine that's 90. Pretty good. Good Timmy there, but Timmy's gonna get fucked up. Hoping to kill him before he gets it out. Yes, we did. We got Big Swarm coming out. Mysterion might get out before the damage comes out. No, we were able to stop it. Oh, we stopped the Mysterion. But can we stop the Professor? Or the Doctor? The Doctor and the Professor and... Call Girl needs a DPS nerf? Yeah, probably. The Mysterion coming back real fast because of the close one. Probably just gonna kill him with that. Yeah, no big deal. Probably could have just hit him once, but... You know, it is what it is. We can transmog things in the air. That's something we learned. I was worried that, oh shit, this isn't gonna transmog because he's in the air, but it worked just fine. Could probably one-shot him with Timmy, honestly. Nope, 2-shot though, he might survive. 1 legends are just not good. This is probably a bad play too. I think Nathan one-shots him though it's not that scary. We got Nathan coming up. We got the Coon to protect him, Mosquito to protect him, whatever we might need. Nobody was expecting the Nathan plays. We gotta play Stand the Great into the Nathan, 2-shot him. 1-shot him. Boom, didn't stop the stand though, I was hoping that, but the second hit doesn't even land, wasted the Stand the Great, but we would have protected it. He doesn't have the energy to stop anything though. We're gonna play Mosquito immediately after, and Nathan survives. Incredible card, Nathan, whatever his last name is. Now if we just lead bottom, we don't have to worry about the stand at all then. But I think I do. I probably should have just played all my cards bottom, but I'm always worried about losing. Now we get the Swarm dead. The Fart comes out, so our rats are good to go. We protect the rats. Oh, 2 rats go and stop them. The rats are protecting the Swarm. The Swarm's gonna come in. The shield doesn't go to New Kid. The shield goes to the tool shed and actually solidifies our victory. Nice play. All right, and that is it for Adventure Lock. Let's move into the main account, which unfortunately this week isn't very exciting. They weren't very exciting, and this is what it is. I mean, we've talked about this every week. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but I think a lot of the fun in the game nowadays is making a right deck, getting the upgrades right, and then just practicing and having fun with it too. Now that you can practice, I think we're gonna do team tournaments on Saturday for anybody. Maybe like 8 people together on a Saturday and do a tournament. $20 prize pool or something. All right, so we got a pretty good start here. He's got a good start too, though. He's stopping my damage a little bit, but we get the Coon out to try to counter a little bit. He's got a decent push here. I don't know who this is. He's got no name, but our card levels might be winning it here alone. The gnomes coming in at the right time. The Robin Tweak not at an opportune moment, in my opinion. My Robin Tweak got out a little bit better, I think. And this is gonna be over pretty quick. I don't think he can stop me. We might have to watch this one again. Oh, it's not showing my name either. You're right. That's really interesting. Huh. How you doing, Mimicry? That's really weird. We'll probably watch this one over since it happened so fast. I didn't even see it. But you see that plus 12 from Coon. What, 112? Knocking bitches out. Oh, let's start over. Let's start over. How do we know this is even Glanz? I think at the beginning it shows, right? I think maybe... Yeah, see it's Trithen and Twitch. I don't, why would it die? That's weird. Very strange. See, it showed it for a second and then it disappeared. You see that? Weird. All right, so let's lead with the tool shed. I mean, we probably should have led with Kenny there, and just thrown him off. Would have played the Coon Shed, would have played the Coon into me a little bit more, but I'm just gonna lead my Coon. Nah, we'll just play that. Lead the Amazingly behind. We got Stand the Great behind. Now, I don't care if it hits Tool Shed or Amazingly, this is technically a good play. I like it hitting the Tool Shed. He basically made a tank there. And if that would have hit the Professor, that would have been nice. Now the Professor really fucked up the Tool Shed there, but if Tool Shed wouldn't have been Robin, the Professor would have gone right through him. And you know, so we got pretty good there. Now we're gonna push through here with the Cox. I mean, maybe Randy attacking there would have been better, but the Cox really help keep the new kid damage away. And those level 14 new kids, like even level 5 Cox, are really tough to deal with. So he plays the Mosquito at not a bad time, but unfortunately he's got nothing else to help out. If he would have had more cards he could have laid at a time, he could have played Mosquito, something else. But we have a good push here. We've been playing on max energy. Now we're just bullying him. Finishing up real quick. Didn't even need any extra energy, but Coon was a bad choice. I thought so, but Grand Wizard Cartman I don't think was a better choice. I had no transmog target in my deck. Except Coon. And if you transmog Coon, you're probably gonna lose. I think it was more caps. We can get Coon to 5 pretty easily. Getting GWC up. Alright. Another one with no name. That's interesting. The Tool Shed versus Tool Shed. We already have 1 level advantage on him right off the bat. Not a huge change between the two cards though. But this is interesting now. This is Tool Shed versus Tool Shed. So little bit of nuance here. Play your Tool Shed after his. You'll see why. I got my charge before him, but I'm gonna wait. He plays his, I play mine right after. I take his away before it triggers, and all of a sudden his Tool Shed didn't do anything. Now mine technically didn't do anything either, but I mean, it stopped it from getting off, right? So you always wanna go second when you're playing Tool Shed. Robin Tweak here, waiting till he dies so that I get one of these two. Pretty interesting play here. We get the Amazingly Randy boosted, and he's got Timmy boosted, so not terrible play by him. Good pull by him to pull the Randy, but good for us since he's got that extra health. Now the Swarm came out at a good time when nobody's targeting. We're gonna see if we can deal with this. Oh, that's a huge Stand the Great play. That neutralized his threat and saved the day there. We actually might have been in a bad place there, but the Stand the Great, I mean, he's a good card, guys. He's a good fucking card. There's a reason that he was the meta when shit was nothing but Swarm. It was Stand the Great, man. Now we don't have to play anything, and the rats will deal with it for us. Pretty good play there. All right, get the next one. This one's a little longer, so hopefully this is a pretty good choice. Or a pretty good game, I mean. I wonder why we got Terra HC, which is a name I recognize at least. 6,900 though. Not ranked the highest, but it's better than a 2,000, so we'll see how he responds. Leads with the Grand Wizard, which in my opinion is just terrible. I could have transmogged there and he still would have had to respond. Still would have had to responded to the Grand Wizard. So we can just lead traps here that Grand Wizard to just walk into eventually. Play that before we get to 10. Gonna be on the same line, so if you kill Timmy, you get hit by the trap. Probably Randy at some point. We're gonna try to hit the Cox here. We didn't hit a cock there, but that's too bad. But Randy gets left back with the Cox, so that's good. We get transmogged on the Randy, so that's really interesting. Now we know that our Coon is gonna be ready to go. I wanna play him. Yeah, there's no reason not to play him right there. I was gonna play the Mosquito, but I wanted to wait. I was hoping to kill him before the blast goes off, and it does, and now we can deal with the Swarm here. We put Robin Tweak out and get the Timmy. I was hoping for the Swarm or the Mosquito, but that'll work out too. Robin Tweak being a little bit of a tank here, stopping anybody from taking damage from the Timmy. We got Catapult Timmy in the back with an extra 400 health. We got the Swarm that's gonna help a little bit here. Hopefully heal up our Mosquito. Yeah, we get to heal up a little bit here. Oh, the trap does stop it though, but this is enough to deal with New Kid. Oh, and the heal comes back, and Mosquito keeps surviving. He survives the New Kid blast even. Mosquito too strong. Can you imagine a level 7 coming at you? He does play. Immediately we transmog the rat while our rats come out. Timmy still alive, still kicking. The gnomes come up top. We got program stand, tool shed, only level 4. No whale here. And the gnome is gonna 2-shot into the victory with the tool shed chomper taking the win. I mean, I wish it was more competitive, but what you gonna do? Let's move right into the deck choices. This week, the deck choices, I think, are pretty straightforward in almost every case. Well, what am I moving here? I need to pick this in. There we go. There we go. I need to move it slightly. There we go. I think they're pretty straightforward this week. It's cutting off. It's cutting stuff off. Why does it do that? Hold on, I got an idea. I know why, because I think the first time I ever did this, I had to transform it to make it look better. And now since then, I've transformed it within the picture itself. All right, that's better. So this week, gonna be a cakewalk, absolutely phone guide. These decks are gonna be really familiar to a lot of people. No hard removal, which means shit's gonna get sticky. So it'll be all about card levels and how you play your cards. So let's start off with the first slot. I think this is probably the hardest choice of the whole game. I think that Gizmo Ike is the strongest card in the game, and people just don't understand how to use him. I'm just kidding. Oh, these are Nam Blues choices, so yeah, we gotta name blues, so they're kind of different. So anyway, Choirboy, clearly the choice. No reason to go Gizmo. He's bad at base, he's bad upgraded, he's epic, so it would cost more to upgrade him, and he's bad. And even if you did get the greatest Gizmo play ever and you had max fucking Gizmos out, guess what card they're gonna have? So Gizmo is not the right choice here. Never will be the right choice in Team Wars, I don't think. I've seen one Gizmo, I think, ever in Team Wars. But I don't know. As far as Inkin and Mecha go, I believe that Mecha has more upside when there's no removal. His ability can be impactful. It could steal Swordmain. It could steal Zoro. It could steal like a stacked Bebe that could then attack New Kid. It could steal somebody who was mind controlled back, because mind control is a spell. It could steal the Psalm right before a blast. It could steal the Osimo or the Sixth Element right before a charge. So it's just too good not to. And Inkin doesn't kill anybody. Inkin kills visitors and the assassins. That's the only people in the deck that Inkin will kill. So Inkin's not worth it at all. Mecha's the choice in probably every single iteration of every deck, whether you're a bronze team or a gold team, in my opinion. I don't think very many people will disagree with that. Ike versus the Monkey. I think if you're playing base cards, the Monkey might be better. 3 Monkey is... It's interesting. It's hard to deal with. Sometimes other people don't know how to assassin step with him very well. He might be an okay card, but most people are gonna go Ike. Ike's cheap. The potential to get him stacked up while attacking like an Osimo or something like that on the side is incredible. So definitely worthwhile to keep the Ike. Maybe even force an Aerostorm on an Ike, because Ike gets too stacked and then your visitors are ready to run. Aerostorm is the choice. You need Aerostorm in your deck. If you don't have Aerostorm, the visitors are gonna eat your shit up. The Bebe is, the assassins will, maybe fucking Terrence Mephisto. Maybe the Psalm that survives the lightning bolt or something like that. Like, just no reason not to take Aerostorm here too, and you want to try to get it to the point where it's going to kill visitors at where you'll see visitors, which I don't think is too deep into an upgrade. I think if you had Aerostorm even just level 3, I think it kills what it would need to, but 4 might be, I'd have to look at the numbers. I actually don't remember exactly the numbers there. We got Astro versus Sally. I like the upside of Astro more because, like, in Team Wars, all it takes is one stray person, even if it's like a fucking gnome or something, just one stray person to get speed boosted into that level 14 new kid, and you could take a bar. You know, you could do that last 24 damage that Moody couldn't do. You could do 200 damage with just a stray swarm or a stray assassin or something. So I think I think Astro just has upside, whereas Sally is just, you know, dirty. If it was like Astro was a rare, Sally was a common, we might have an argument on our hands, but I don't think so. All right, now we got Zoro versus AQR, which I think is going to be one of the very few actual choices in this deck. I think there's really only 2. Well, I guess maybe 3. So this one, I don't love the AQR play, because it would pretty much be to deal with the same stuff that Aerostorm would deal with. Astro's better for Adventure Lock. Yeah, because you don't want to waste caps on Sally. But I think AQR is going to be what you need, because at some point in the game, you're going to have a tank with Mecha or Buccaneer Baby or Robo Baby or Visitors or somebody behind you and behind a tank, and you're going to already have played Aerostorm. Basically what you do is you use Aerostorm versus Visitors. As soon as they play Visitors, you play Aerostorm. If you play Visitors before Aerostorm, then you're probably gonna lose that trade. That makes my Visitors, or that makes my Aerostorm 1 cost. So as long as I hit just anything else, it's worth it to me. Now AQR is gonna be used on every other situation. So if they use, let's say they lead with Sam and you Lightning Bolt them, then they lead with Osimo, and you lead with your 6 element, and when Osimo and 6 element come together, they play Visitors, and then you play Aerostorm, and then they play an Assassin, then you play Aerostorm, right? You're ahead in energy, but after that, Osimo's still half health, and your SER is out there alone, and he plays Mecha Timmy, or he plays Robo Bebe or something, and your only real choice at that point is the AQR. Unless you think you can outclass his tanks and then push into his second line, the better choice would be to AQR to deal with the Mecha. So when you go AQR, you're gonna want to make sure you get it to the level where it'll kill Mecha that you'll see. What you know, so Mecha level 5 or whatever is 800 or whatever, so whatever level she does 800 damage. Zoro I think might be a good card because Zoro is great in Team Wars, but with Mecha out there, you could just get mind controlled in the middle of it all and kill your own push, so it's kind of a risk. And I mean, mind control is a card too, right? So it's kind of a risk to have a charged swordsman midline. Visitors is the clear choice here for everything. Even base Visitors is better than Timmy or Terry. I think Robo is probably going to be the choice here. I mean, Bebe isn't terrible, but there's nothing. I mean, there's not even rats for her to feed off of. There's not even cocks for her to feed off of. I mean, at best, you'd get an assassin or 2. Bebe is just cheaper, down and dirty, more DPS coming out, with the potential to get a couple last hits and become a bar taker. AQR at 6 does 40 a second. That's plenty. Plenty. Visitors is also better, yeah, for sure. I mean, if there was rats or something, maybe you could say, but even Visitors probably deal with rats better anyway. You can keep them from getting hit by the rats. This is the other real choice, is Sam versus 6 element. With no removal, 6 element in Osimo would be really good, but then it's a pretty fat deck, and you could get susceptible to to just bad rolls of the dice. But I really don't think there's much that's going to deal with 6 element, and Sam could technically get lightning bolted, could technically get mind controlled. If 6 element gets mind controlled, worst case you get a robot out of your control. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not going to end your game. If Sam gets mind controlled by Mecha or the spell, like you might lose that push. So Sam, I think, is a danger here. But for Namblues, it might be our only choice. Just to maybe get him to level 2 even. Lightning Bolt versus Mind Control is the third option I was talking about. The only choices I really think there are this one, and this one. And then all the other ones are pretty set in stone depending on your team. Lightning Bolt is strong for the Sam, but you might see a lot of teams go 6 element. So Lightning Bolt targets then are what? Terrence? Bebe? Mecha, I guess? So Mecha's the Lightning Bolt target. So then if you Lightning Bolt Mecha and they put Sam out, then what do? Right? So you really want to be using AQR for the Mecha, so that if you had fire Lightning Bolt, you could Lightning Bolt the Sam. Problem is, Sam level 5 survives level 6, so at a high level, that's a disadvantage, a real big disadvantage. The mind control deals with the Sam absolutely, but you could mind control a Sam, wipe their whole push, and then the Sam that gets unmind controlled could come and kill you because you don't have any way to deal with it still, and you use 4 energy. So you really have to get the value from wiping a push with the Sam for it to be worth it. So this is really an interesting choice. I think though, for this deals with Sam. If you see that they don't have Sam, then you can adjust. When they play 6 element, then you Lightning Bolt Mecha immediately, every time. I don't think we'll see many Sams, to be honest. And I think, yeah, Mecha's easy to deal with when you have cards like AQR and stuff. But if we didn't have AQR, then it would be a real choice. Who do I Lightning Bolt, Sam or Mecha? And when you got like 2 tanks whose abilities can, when they're mind controlled, can really fuck you over. I mean, him being one as well, Zoro. I mean, that's not a great card. But I don't think Inkin's the right choice though, at all, to like combat it. I mean, you could run Inkin Sir, and then this card, if they run Lightning Bolt, their Lightning Bolt is worthless. They have no Lightning Bolt target then. Like their best Lightning Bolt target would be Robo Bebe or something. Like they just would not have a target, or to clear out a tank or something. Like, so I mean, that's an interesting idea, but I think with the cost of the deck, there's some epics, there's a bunch of rares. I think that Big Murph solves your Sam puzzle. Big Murph. If only. I mean, I agree with you if people had Big Murph leveled, for sure. Awesome was the choice here. If Big Murph, everybody had Big Murph levels 5, 6, 7 or whatever, I think level 5 Garrison gets nuked. Yeah, low level Garrison would be a good Lightning Bolt target if you know they didn't have Sam and you already dealt with the Mecha. Or they have Inkin. I think Awesome was the choice here. His freeze is super impactful. If you could, I mean, could win you the game. Could stop this Sam charge. Could stop other charges. I think Murph might be more interesting to try to potentially stop the Sam, but it's not a guaranteed stop. You can't just play him and then stop it. Like I could play him in front of Sam and then he could just play somebody else and then I can't stop it. So I wouldn't, it's not ideal, but I like where your head's at. And then Dog Poo versus Swash. This is another one with levels. Most new cards aren't going to be played on any good decks. You might see them on lower levels. I mean, like for Namblues, I mean, a Swashbuckler isn't a terrible ability to have. Just to have the ability to maybe protect for 10 seconds at the end of the game before you're going to lose, kind of thing. But Dog Poo, I think, is a really good target for Caps too, because he's not going to get removed. He'll survive Aerostorm. He's not going to get lightning bolted. It's a good choice. So Namblues is going to be a really hard choice for what we're going to upgrade. I think I might have to really talk it out with some people. Ideally, you'd want a couple levels in Lightning Bolt, probably, then Zoro, then probably no Assassin, because you wouldn't want that. And then Sam maybe level 2 or 3. Maybe we could outclass some of the Lightning Bolts we'll see. That would be game changing. If we get Sam 3 and then we'll see our Lightning Bolt 3s and Sam just survives all the Lightning Bolts, that's 4 energy wasted. That's a good game, man. Yeah, she never shows up. I mean, Swash is cool. I have her almost a 5, but it's tough. Just need to take Zara and Dogpoo to 7. Probably. I mean, probably. There's no reason not to just dump them all in Zoro. But Assassins could just get killed. But I don't want to put caps into anything that's just going to get wiped by Aerostorm. But yeah, Dogpoo, Zoro. Yeah, 2 levels in Lightning Bolt at least. Level 5 at least. And then I think we'll be good. Everything else will fall into place. Maybe a level on Sam or something. 2 levels isn't as much expensive. Caps and Aerostorm, you think? I think base Aerostorm is probably going to do what we need against most of the people we face. And if it doesn't, you just don't use it. Maybe AQR is a better choice. Level 3 AQR, deal with some riffraff. I don't know. It's interesting. But for the base deck, for the main deck, for most teams, your deck's gonna be Deckhand with Mecha. You're gonna roll Aerostorm with Ike. You're gonna probably run Astro. Most teams will decide on Astro. A lot of teams are gonna pick AQR for the removal. Robo is gonna be the choice because nobody understands how great Buccaneer Bebe is. I think we should, in Namblues, actually run Bebe, not Buccaneer. Or Robo, not Buccaneer. Visitors is the choice. This is a toss-up. Probably 6 Elements, the better choice. Lightning Bolt versus Mind Control, another toss-up. Probably Lightning Bolt's the better choice. Asamo is the choice, and Dogpoo's the choice. So yeah, hit the 8,500 on the Adventure Locked accounts. That's the fucking goal, man. Alright, so this week I think is going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoy the weeks where there's no removal and you really got to play smart. There's no hard removal. Like, you really got to play smart around the tanks. You got to play smart about the cards that you want to remove with the Lightning Bolt, with the Mind Control, with the AQR. It's going to be really... every game is going to hinder on which person removes the other card. Like, which person plays AQR better, which person Lightning Bolt's the right target, and, you know, maybe which person's Sam gets dealt with. Going Mind instead of Lightning Bolt to save the caps. Yeah. For Namblues, you're probably right. Yeah. I mean, for any team, really, that would save you caps, because you don't have to upgrade the Mind Control. All you need it for is to take the Sam out of the equation. That's it. The only thing is that I can stop someone from using Mind Control on my Sam with card placement. I can't stop someone from Lightning Bolting them, so there's that argument. That if you're playing against like good people, the Mind Control would be less help. But at the same time, those same people get Mind Control. Like, eventually the Sam's gonna get Mind Controlled, or gonna be in Mind Controlled range. Gimme the win subscribing. Appreciate you, my friend. We got a bunch of subs today. I think we're on like 10. What a great weekly update. All right, now we're moving on to the dev update for the night, guys. We got a lot of the announcements out of the way. If you haven't been privy to the South Park lore, if you will, currently Casa Bonita's Free-to-Play and Nambla have teamed up to keep Dire Tide out of the 3rd spot. The assumption is the Illuminati will get 2nd. We're using some Casa Bonita heavy hitters like Grey God, some other people. Murph's coming back, Factness, I think Trish is coming. They're coming over to Free-to-Play Whales to fill out our last 4 or 5 slots that, you know, were our 2 or 3 losses every week. So really strong team coming from Free-to-Play Whales. And then everybody that moved from Free-to-Play Whales, and then some of the Nambla top players are moving up to Casa Bonitas in order to maybe get them the 3rd spot away from Dire Tide. So that's the goal, is to have Free-to-Play Whales, Illuminati, Casa Bonitas in the top 3. Cause fuck Hirsch. I think it's why. I don't know. Phone God is staying behind in Casa to hold down the fort with some OGs like him and I'm completely spacing on his name, and Roman. And Dobbs, you're over in Casa right now, aren't you? I saw Dodge, this agent, was back in Casa. So a lot of people are having a good time. Hellatine style with the surprise third place. That would be pretty great, man. Dodge is on Casa. Yep, good. Good to hear, man. So we got a bunch of people. Irish probably would have been on Casa if Gray would have talked to him 2 hours earlier. But it's going to be interesting to see who ends up pulling away the 1, 2, 3. I'm sure in next week's update, I will have the scores. Maybe I'll try to get the top 5 scores for you every week. Peace out, Dobbs. Thanks for hanging out. So let's get into, this is a long update today, boys. Long update. There's going to be a lot in the update. I can feel it. All right. So hello, everybody. It's Buck. All right. So this weekend, typical Team Wars, but we got the exciting shit. We got the Strong Women Challenge. We got Leanne, which is going to be tomorrow. And then we got the Upgrade Mania event, which is always cool. You only get upgrade items from events. These are good ones to do. Upgrade items are very difficult for a free-to-play player to come across, so it's very useful to finish the events when they have these for sure. And maybe you'll get more upgrades and stuff in lockers and stuff. I think usually they do that. We'll see what happens here. But anyway, on Tuesday, the 24-hour event will be a card usage event, and it's going to be fantasy-oriented with Dragon Slayer Red, Amazingly Randy, Transmog, and Leanne. We're also going to be able to play Mintberry Crunch at level 4, so you'll see me out on the streets playing Mintberry Crunch and Mysterion level 4 for sure. We got Sheriff Cartman, Maxie, Enforcer Jimmy, and Nelly, so pretty decent card choices. The only one that's probably going to be difficult to play would be the Sheriff Cartman. But otherwise, Nelly, I've been playing Nelly in boosted events at level 6, and she's been doing pretty well, man. You can really fuck shit up with her. You can play her in situations where like it would be really difficult to deal with it, like an Amazingly Randy that's about to die, 2 cocks in front of him, and an assassin right in front of him, and you play it and it kills all of them. Like, man, it's pretty great. Pretty great. Challenge mode is going to be Strong Women Challenge. I imagine every single lady card or transgendered card is going to do double damage. So Alien Queen, all the Bebes, all the Wendy's, all the Sallys, the Classy, all that shit. Nelly, the Randys. Yep, all the Randys, except Amazingly Randy, of course. And Leanne. So, and Nelly. So this is very similar to the last card event we just had, where they'll get boosted, except this now they'll do double damage. So I think the real killers for this are gonna be, I mean, Medicine Woman Sharon's gonna be pretty good with her heal and double damage. Calamity Heidi at 2 costs with double damage is gonna be pretty useful. Buccaneer Bebe at double damage, right away at double damage, being able to one-shot shit early and get those stacks would be better if it was anywhere but challenge mode. Unfortunately, Buccaneer Bebe just doesn't scale well at challenge mode. But Blood Elf Bebe is going to be fucking brutal. Bandita Sally is going to be a good choice. I think it's going to be adventure fantasy probably. Bandita Sally, Blood Elf Bebe, Calamity Heidi, Captain Wendy for sure. Then you might run Swashbuckler. I mean, Swashbuckler with double attack might be alright. Then you could maybe run Medicine Woman Sharon. You could run Classy maybe. Would Classy's attack get doubled and doubled? So would her double get doubled? And Bradley could be in it. Yeah, so Bradley with all those cards is going to be pretty brutal. So yeah, it's definitely going to just be Bradley and Belf. Who gets the better Bradley Belf? Bo, what's up, man? Oh, Bo, by the way, you got gifted a subscription earlier, so I'm going to make sure I drop that loot box on you. Make sure to write everybody down. I only give sub loot boxes to gifted subs if they're in chat when they get it. Otherwise, it goes to the other person. But yeah, this is interesting challenge just simply because the card choices are like vast. It's not just Assassin or just Death Wish or whatever. It's like a really weird assortment of cards. So you'll see a lot of different decks, but they'll almost always have Belf, Dragon Slayer Red, obviously. almost always gonna have the fantasy stuff. I mean, even Leanne might be worthwhile. I don't know. Not sure on that. All right, the weekend event is gonna be an Upgrade Mania, and it's gonna be another card event, which people are gonna be hyped about, right? And this one is gonna be, doesn't seem like it's anything in particular as far as the choices go, but it looks like you have quite a few choices from neutral, so anyone can run a 3-point deck. Then it looks like you got 2 or 3 in all the other places. Doesn't look like there's any fantasy this time around though. Looks like they heard the community get mad about all the fantasy events, and this one has no fantasy cards. That's interesting. All right, Discord. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. There's the link. If you haven't joined my Discord, make sure you join that as well. We talk about a lot more than just South Park. And we got kitty pictures, just like everywhere else. Like Bradley Belf one-shots towers to start matches. Dude, I'd fucking bet it will. All right, we got the top team challenge. I wonder who these people are modeled after. That one's clearly me. In order to celebrate the 2 years of South Park Phone Destroyer, we're gonna shit in the face of the 3 top teams currently, and we're gonna do something special for the community. So today we're announcing an exciting competition, the Top Team Challenge. I just want to point out how awesome this one looks. See that gold? How great that looks. All right, the scores of all the teams will be tallied up weekly following the Team Wars finish and included in the weekly developer updates. So in our weekly update, we'll see the scores. Where we'll publish the top 10 teams each Monday. At the end of the competition on December 9th, the top 3 teams with the highest combined Team Wars scores from all weeks will receive sweet rewards. And you can follow that link for more info on what the rewards are. Number 1, get some real life swag, a t-shirt, some of the little cards they have, and stuff like that, as well as I think just doubled rewards for that week. And then 2nd and 3rd place just get doubled rewards for that week. Hey, what's up, Wipe? No fantasy or mystical? Yeah, I mean, people got mad at it always being fantasy, I guess. White, you also got gifted a sub earlier. There's that sub loot box for you. So that's all you's got. Be sure to join the Discord server above by clicking on the image and chat with the rest of the community. All right, so not too much going on. I mean, the weekly thing is going to give them a few weeks off where people are going to be worrying about that, figuring out how to best get their scores. Some teams are going to figure out how to cheat it as best as they can. So nobody's going to be complaining about token events. Or will they? All right, let's start it up. Where's the Strong Woman card? Seriously though, please add her. She's long overdue. Long overdue? She's been in the show for like a year. With this big surprise, the winners are Free-to-Play Whales, Illuminati, Dietard. Thank you for the great challenge. I don't think they understand that is just not what's gonna happen. So boring. Meanwhile, Sci-Fi is still the only one that doesn't have 3 legendary cards. What does that matter? What does that matter, dude? You people just baffle me. You complain about it being a free-to-play game or a pay-to-win game. You complain about it being like geared towards the whales, and you want another fucking legend card so that the whales can get better and you can't? That's what you want? You should want a fucking common card, or better yet, a rare card which scales the best and you can just recruit it and request it. Like, why would you want another legend card as a newbie? What does that benefit to you? Weekend event without Mystic or Fantasy? Weird, yeah, right? Graphics performance issues. Guys, I have just bought a new cell phone, but now I have Why is this where you would post this? Do you seriously think you're gonna get tech support on this forum? Loading screens are cropped, and worst of all, Battlefield is super tiny in the center of the screen. I think there's like a full screen thing they can change to. Have you tried everything in phone config, but always the same? It seems many other users are having the issue for a long time now since one game update. Can you please fix it, or at least give us an in-game option to revert whatever parameter you des modified when this problem appeared? That is totally possible. Totally easy to do something like that. Voting days Team Wars fights need a buff. For voting days, make it so your base level cards in your trunk library should match your deck for Team Wars Challenge. Or use tournament levels where legends are 3, epics are 4. What do you mean tournament levels? Friendly fights is tournament levels. I mean, no. You know, I don't think so. I think that part of building a deck on Monday and Tuesday should be your knowledge of the game. Should be your inherent knowledge of the game, your team's archive of information, your team's overall sense of how their team plays. All of that should play into picking your cards. I don't necessarily think you should be able to just play the exact deck that you'll play on Saturday, Sunday, on Monday or Tuesday, and just switch out a couple cards and like, okay, this is better than this is better than this. Okay, you know what? You're right. A 6-element Randy is the better choice than Sam. I don't think you should necessarily be able to see it at perfect level while you're choosing it. I think you should you should make that choice, and then you figure out later on if you necessarily made the right one. I think that that's part of the fun of the game and the nuance of the game. If we could just have, it's just what team spent more time on Monday going through the decks, like trying out the decks and practicing the decks. Like, I mean, the stuff that benefits people who just have more time I don't know. I don't like stuff like that because I don't have time like other people do. Like, I don't have the time that some like single 22-year-old who's still in college would have. Like, the amount of free time that I had in college is bonkers compared to the amount of free time I have now. And so I could have just been playing and playing and playing. And that's when I was playing other games similar to this. Playing League of Legends till 7 a.m. But you don't get a benefit for playing over and over. You just get better, like, at the game itself. Wondering if Murph made it into PvP shops. I don't think he has yet. They usually release them in like a group into that stuff. But yeah, I like the concept of that is smart and it makes sense. Like, let us choose the deck level or whatever. But this is easy. It's simple. It's dirty. It forces you to. It forces you to have an understanding of the game prior to seeing the deck choices, which I think is part of what separates good teams from bad teams. Was there announcements for Chaos, Diabetes, Timothy then? I think so, yeah. I think they did a thing where they released all the cards up until that point. Challenge mode equals Bebe and Bradley, yep. What about some new balance changes? Why do you need a balance change every fucking day? Will there ever again be a live stream like back in early days? It's fun watch you introduce new cards. Did you know that, can I respond just to him? Did you know that streamers do that all the time? Die Beast, is this Daimonic Beast? For it to be really fair on the top team challenge, the score should be divided by the amount of members, else not full teams don't have any chance. Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Are you kidding me? That means Namblues is gonna fucking win. No 10 cost Bradley? Nope. Not always, man. Illuminati's gonna choke in the 3-week challenge. You got it, Irish. Well, these card choices suck, donkey. Dude, this is the same motherfucker who complains about it being fantasy. I'm gonna reply to him. I reply, quick reply with quote. In quotes, I hate fantasy events. Please listen to the community. End quotes. They create an event with no fantasy cards. These choices suck. Okay, I had to do that one at least. I hate that guy. Top team challenge. My response, but if you want it fair, 1 winner for Gold League, 1 winner for Silver League, 1 winner for Bronze League. I don't hate that idea. That's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But the only problem is, what about that team that just got into Gold League that would have won it in Silver League? You know, that's not a good idea. Did I miss something? Did I skip a choice? Okay, here we go. Well, these cards suck, donkey dick. So you guys gonna do something about Team Wars? It seems teams have found a loophole. How you ask they have secondary accounts with them all on a secondary team, which they have built for a long time. These teams will wait till 90% of players are done playing and open all their secondary accounts at once, and all the players jump into team wars at once so they get matched with their teammates' secondary account and get free wins. Not going to mention team names, but you know who you are. I have watched in the final hours teams get 1,000 to 2,000 points at once. Okay. So this fucking guy sees a team go up by 1,000 points at the end of a league, and the only fucking explanation for that is that they're cheating and matching up with their alt accounts. They're not just going through their games and getting 114s because they're matching up against fucking potatoes like you. That's not an option. Your team doesn't wait it out into Sunday like they should because they're full of a bunch of potatoes, and you lose by 2,000 points because the other team is playing the game better. Come on, dude. And you think that they're matching up against their alt accounts? I mean, I'm not saying that there's no team that does that or tries to do that. I'm not saying that. There probably are. But is there enough where it matters? You would have to have 50 alt accounts that you could play at the touch of a button and all start at the same time to have a chance on a Sunday night to match up against somebody. Do you have any idea how many people are playing on a Sunday night? A lot. You're not going to be able to match up against your one specific account or even two specific accounts. Like, no way, no how. That is just ridiculous. That's awesome. I always love it when players find loopholes. That didn't happen. For it to be really, really fair, the score should be divided by the amount of money spent. It's not fair that these guys spend money and get stuff for their money. It's not fair that people buy stuff and get stuff. It's not fair. That guy bought food and I don't have food. He bought food. What the fuck? Probably just have to turn the entire list upside down. Yeah, okay. Because the people who have 20,000 wins don't have any talent in the game. And the person who just came in and has 200 wins up their belt is a better player because they don't have... You're a fucking dumbass. But seriously, Team Challenge was a stupid idea. Sorry to say it's so harsh, but there's no other word for it. Why? Only an extremely small percentage of players had any hope of winning this. So the other 99.99% don't care about it. Or you can care about who wins. Pick a team, join a side. Become a fucking fan, man. Like, this is, like, do you play League of Legends and then watch the professionals play and root for a fucking side? This is that. This is the professionals of the game going at it in a fucking free-for-all. On a 50 v 50 v 50 v 50 fucking battle. Who's gonna get more points? Who's gonna recruit better? Who's gonna merge with the better team, Bubby? Who's it gonna be? You little son of a bitch. Bubby's joining Dire Tide, this motherfucker. If you don't make token events easier, I'm gonna go Mexican Joker. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you announced it as some thrilling... I didn't finish this. Competition between all the teams in South Park. I mean, technically, a silver team could win. Technically. On the other hand, people shouldn't complain about it. After you type that, wouldn't you delete the first paragraph? Team Wars was a stupid idea. Sorry to say it so harsh. People shouldn't complain about it, though. If RL uses this as an excuse to give some free stuff to their whales, so be it. If it keeps them happy and spending, I'm all for it. I can't compete with them anyway. A little bit of free stuff for them doesn't change much. I mean, that's a good... Yeah. And it's not free. We're paying for it. all the tier 1 rewards that we get, we've paid for them. All, like, in time and money and whatever currency you want to fucking call it, we pay for that shit. I would never sacrifice my alt rewards for other accounts. Dude, exactly. I'm not gonna throw a game on Moody for that shit. That's literally so dumb. 99% of the time you wouldn't match your alt and then you're stuck trying to play 2 games at once. Exactly, dude. I was just thinking that. I was just thinking how if you match up a couple and you happen to not do it right and now you gotta play 2 at once, like, congrats, you just lost 2 games. Illuminati's gonna choke on the 3-week challenge. This dude knows what's up. So how did we end up with a challenge where Bradley isn't 10 cost and B Bebe does double damage? Because you can't just fucking, you can't make a challenge that's for all women and then leave out Bebe, you fucking elf. What is it? What's being a racist to elf? You anti-elfic bitch. How dare you? They're the chosen people. You want Blood Elf and the Elf King? You want them both kicked out, you fucking elf racist? Everybody Scott's an elf racist. If you guys are working on a sci-fi legendary, just tell us. If not, then just buff sci-fi and make MC 3 cost. I'm sick of seeing the new cards be superhero. Which, it's the new fucking theme! Of course they're gonna put a bunch of fucking superhero cards out. You didn't fucking think that after they release a new theme with only 10 cards, that the next like 8 out of 10 cards were gonna be fucking superhero? You can't have a fucking brain cell in your head to think that they wouldn't do that. Of course they would. They have to fill out that fucking theme. But they're not gonna release them all at once because then it would be impossible to level up those cards. What they do is not fucking stupid. Jesus. Fuck. Yeah, you gotta play 2 games. Can you not match up your alt twice? Well, yeah, you can do it twice in a row, so at best you could maybe do 2. Maybe. Upgrade Mania, it means in packs will be more or only items. I think, so the packs for the event will be only items, and I think that maybe in times past, they've done it where like upgrade materials in lockers are doubled. So like if you would have gotten 2 bronzes, you'll get 4 bronzes, but maybe because they do the card event thing where everything could be doubled, they took that away. I don't know. They didn't mention it, so I don't know. I think this got added. Yeah, this is weird. My response, but if you want it fair, one. Okay, so question of so many, this is the same guy who claims that people are battling on their alt accounts. Question, if so many teams wait till the final hour to do their battles, and it's, you spelled there wrong, and it's, you also missed the apostrophe, 70% of the team, technically the percent should be right next to the 70. How are all these, that you also didn't end the question with a question mark? How are all their players getting perfect scores with very few players left to play? Because they beat everybody they played. What are you talking about? You think some would take losses or have hard time breaking phones, but in the last hours, these teams are getting perfect scores. Don't make sense. Why does that not make sense? What the fuck is in your... What does that not make sense? There's no difference between me playing at the beginning than me playing at the end, whether or not I can fucking get 114 or not. In fact, it's easier towards the end, and everybody knows that. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? You don't think that they're just winning their games, they go? Jesus. I hate fantasy events. This is what I put. Please listen to the community. They create an event with no fantasy cards. These choices suck. What's up, Sneaky Crypt? All right, guys, we're gonna craft something real quick, and we're gonna do it to... All right, what should I put? What should I put in the chat, guys? What should I put in the chat? Why does it matter if they play early sun? Anybody who donates anything, I'll put that in the chat as long as it won't get me banned. Otherwise, we'll just come up with stuff to say in the chat. Why does it matter if they play early Saturday or late Sunday? All right, what are we saying? We're not gonna say, hey Bean, I play Saturday at 10 a.m. Yeah, a lot of people play early Saturday. Put should I spell it like that? Illuminatants are gonna be forced to throw games to Illuminati. Oh, they're never gonna get matched up. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say anything about Illuminati, honestly. Or late on Sunday, Monster Truck Jam. I mean, some people I know play on their Mondays because they wake up on Monday morning and there's still like 2-3 hours left. Illuminantants. Okay, so we're gonna say more. I say second place should get the cards because I want there to be more to buy on eBay after all of this. LOL. Also, I wear a large t-shirt if you want to start the order early. Trying to gather shit on Final Fantasy while I type. Yeah. Are you still playing that? Or is it like Final Fantasy Record Keeper or whatever the fuck that is? Sincerely, David S. Pumpkin. I don't know who that is, but I like that. Sincerely, David S. Pumpkin. Did you mean to spell pumpkin wrong? Is it meant to be pumpkin, not pumpkin? Okay, what else is going on right now? Oh yeah, we got a buff ink and chip, please. What do we want? Should I be like PS? PS. Scott's a bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you, Scott. I very rarely play Record Keeper. I still play 14 now. Oh, okay. I feel it. I started playing that, but I just didn't like the I don't know. I didn't like it. The fact that you could get like 5-star weapons and 5-star people, it was just like, oh, well, fuck that. And it's not one of those games where you like build them up to the 5-star. It's just like, this is a 5-star one, this is a 4-star. I didn't really like it. You know, talking with Scott when he's not ranting and he's not bad. Oh no, totally. When he's not crazy, he's fine. Probably true for most people. Def buff DSR. Buff Incan, please. DSR needs to be buffed. How can you have a card so bad? Did TVT, you do TVT early Sunday morning? Okay. Good mix of potatoes and high ranks. Try this, try. All right, that's a pretty decent one. Is there, we gotta get one more crazy thing. It's a pretty easy game to be free to play on compared to others. Are you talking about Record Keeper? I didn't really like the battles either. I don't know. I'm not super into the whole like, here's my guys, here's your guys. What happens? All right, we're posting it. Post! I already skipped it. I double posted, but that was a response, so it's okay. Should I put my Twitch in here? Little hint of Max. Okay, I can edit, I think, right? Edit. A little hint of Mexican. Okay. Instead of sincerely, I'll say adios. And then instead of David S. Pumpkin, it'll be David S.A. Pumpkin. God, that's fucking funny to me. Oh, and Wales rule. Wait, can I get a... Do you think I can find a whale ASCII art? Hold on. A one-line whale. Do you think we can get it? Come on, give me a whale. Oh, we got a little hut. I'll put a little hut. We'll put a little hut. There, we added a little tree house. I say join my tree house. Wait, it's not a tree house. What is that? Come visit my hut pet. Glanzer really looks like Glanzim. Okay, save it. Alright, there we go. See my little hut? Look at that. Look at it. It's a little tree. He's got palm trees hanging out. David S.A. Pumpkin. My tree casa. Tree casa. Troll bait is real. I think there's a whale emoji. Yeah, you can only do like a certain set of emojis though. Like this one. Then a mi patio. Alright, I'll say that too. Vengo! The Venga bus is coming. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to be a part of this post creation, make sure you tune in Mondays at 7 p.m. Central. I think this is beautiful. I love it. Can I put a picture? Can I add something? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, you can insert an image? No way. You're not gonna actually let me do that, are you? Oh, add an image from a URL? I guess it just has to be a link. I could host it on my website and then... Dave's my favorite SNL skit. Check it out sometime. God damn it, I was listening to the song earlier today because I remember that Six Flags commercial. I actually have something cool I want to show you guys after this. I'm not going to put it into this video because I don't want it on YouTube, but stick around after this and we'll watch a video. It's a video I made but I never put on YouTube because I'm not sure how people will respond to it. But we'll watch it here. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's only three this time. Sometimes there's 5 or 8, but you know, there's not too much controversial stuff going on. You know, the top team challenge, some people aren't taking too kindly to it, but it's not that big of a deal. And you know, it's something extra. And if it doesn't affect you, then it doesn't affect you, you know, like what's the fucking problem? I don't know, this got moved for some reason, hold on. So that does it for the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week number 47. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys pick a team. I hope you guys in chat let me know who you rooting for. Illuminati, Dire Tide, Casa Bonitas, Mercenaries, Free-to-Play Whales. Who you think is gonna be 1, 2, 3. If you're on YouTube, put it in the chat or in the comments. If you're on Twitch, put it in the chat so it shows up before we get out of here. So yeah, don't care for the challenge if you don't have issues with it. Yeah, that's how most people. If you don't care for it, why would you have issues with it? Those people are stupid. Phone God, it's gonna be great working with you and Casa. So you guys better bring it home, baby. Don't make us the fool. Every plan we've had so far has worked out. The free-to-play merger, #1 since day one, worked out. This has got to work out. Hella Team style for the #1 spot. You guys are doing it, baby. Fuck DT and fuck Doc Swallows all day. I read that one. Casa for life. Oh, Bert, you're hilarious. All right, guys. So we're gonna kick it out to the chillin', and we're gonna do I don't know. This one went 2 hours. We'll either play Minion Masters or some South Park. I'll decide. I'm not really. Sad you didn't get to join you guys. Yeah, it's too bad you can't like join in, but it has to be the set people that week, so that's too bad. It's a great community with a few rotten apples around. Yeah, like that Mexican guy. Fucking. Oh shit. Dude, he's right here. Whoops. Oh god, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. Caffeinated Bean, thank you so much for all of your continued support. The subscriptions. 100 subscriptions, everybody. 100 subscriptions from Caffeinated Bean. And I think that you all should follow her on Twitch as well. If you're on YouTube, follow her. Here for Twitch, actually the bot doesn't show up. I'm an idiot. The bot doesn't show up when I do the /me command. Anyways, twitch.tv/caffeinatedbean. Caffeinated Bean spelled just like her name up there. So make sure you stop by her. And then on YouTube, her YouTube URL is crossplay. God damn it, every time. Cross-connect cosplay. So check her out there. She did a cool little video for Halloween for the South Park community. So I'm gonna kick it out of here. We're gonna kick you guys all out. I'm kidding, we're gonna chill. YouTube, have a good night. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.